We all show love differently, but we can each use our unique gifts to show love to everyone around us in both big and small ways. From girlfriends to grandchildren, we have the opportunity to uniquely express that love we feel. Cami Packer is a woman we admire, and she believes there are special ways to show up in love to everyone in our life. Welcome back, Cami.
Thank you. It's so fun to be here.
Well, you always bring the funnest ideas, and this time of year we really are thinking about love. We're thinking about it maybe a little differently. So how can we make the most of it?
I think it's not difficult to show love, but it does take some effort and intention. And so I think for me, it's slowing down and really thinking about the people in my life and how I can show up the best for them.
And you're talking about year round. You're saying don't just do this.
Yes,
on February 14th.
we don't need to limit ourselves. The more we do this, the more capacity we're going to have to love, and we'll feel more fulfillment and joy and make everyone else's lives better too.
Well, and I love that you've broken this down for us to kind of different compartments of our life. So we're going to start with the most obvious, which is like boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse. What is your idea for us?
I do think that our spouse deserves our greatest efforts when it comes to showing love. And for me, I think that comes in the written word. I'm an old-fashioned gal. I love that letters have binded people together, even when they're on the other side of the world. And I think it still can do that same thing today. This is a fun idea. I found this just on Amazon. They're called Letters to My Love, and there's a lot of different prompts. I think there's 12 letters in here, and lots of different things like what I love about us. And then you just write it in there and seal it up and give it to them. There's a lot of different ideas. I knew you were the one for me when.
What a treasure.
I think it's such a treasure, and they can reread that and keep it forever.
Yes,
and if you don't want to do that, I think a homemade card just as easy.
If you don't want to buy anything, you can just write something.
Yeah,
okay,
it's about
Cami.
showing your love through words.
Okay, let's talk about our family in general. You say dinner.
I think dinner, it's an age-old thing, but something that we don't do as often in our culture anymore because we're so busy. But I think focusing on gathering the family together for dinner, anchoring yourself at that table, being there for each other. One of the greatest feelings is knowing that someone loves you enough to anticipate your most important physical need and that they care enough about you to fill that need. And so when our kids or our families walk in and they smell something good cooking and they see a place at the table for them, I think that gives them just such a secure, loved feeling.
Yes, and I noticed because you're talking about gathering, that's also something you say we need to purposefully do with our friends.
Yes, absolutely.
It's about gathering.
Yep, it's gathering, and I've got a friend, Mikkel, that's so good at this. She'll send out a text saying, I'm making a cake, who wants to come over? And we all bring something for lunch, and it's really uplifting conversation, and I feel uplifted, I feel re-energized in going home and serving my family.
And does she just throw it out to a bunch of people and whoever comes?
Probably just a small group, and whoever is there, I think she does that a lot. She's really good at that, so that's an idea. Another idea is just to find a way to make her life easier, a friend's life easier. Take a drink, send a text, send a bundle of paper plates.
Paper goods.
With just a ribbon saying,
Someone did that for me when I was going through something hard, and it just said, like, take a break from the dishes.
Yes.
I'm like, this was genius.
It is. There's one less thing off your mind,
Yes.
and it shows that you care about them. You see them, and I think that's a good way to do that.
And you have an idea for us to show love for our neighbors. I think we're used to doing neighbors at Christmas.
Yes.
But this is for other times.
This is for other times too. I was thinking of the young moms in my neighborhood, and I was in that magical stage, and you were in that magical stage of young children, and it is wonderful. But sometimes you're up all night with a baby, and you don't have the energy and time to do those magical things with your children at the holidays. So my idea for young moms was a sugar cookie kit. So these are just, you could make or buy sugar cookies, wrap them up, do a couple tubs of frosting and some sprinkles, and give a young mom the gift of spending a fun afternoon with her kids, decorating cookies and having fun and not having to worry about the baking and the cleanup.
Or the idea. You gave her the idea. I love this idea. And then finally, you say even for strangers, we can show love. How do we do that best?
I think we have so many opportunities here in Utah. We've got the Utah Food Bank. 1 in 6 children don't know where their next meal is coming from. And I think that's a great thing. Add it to your grocery order, drop it off. Primary Children's Hospital is always accepting donations, and we have, as a mother who's had a child in Primary Children's, those things go such a long way in supporting families during such a difficult time.
You gave us some ideas right there, but do you have the way that you find places to give your time to strangers? What is the easiest way to find those places?
I think just being aware, slowing down and looking at other people and like seeing maybe those people need need support, we've got the hospital. All the information is on the websites of Primary Children's and Utah Food Bank.
And we feature a lot of them here on Studio 5
yes,
too.
absolutely.
Cami, where can people get more fun ideas? Because you made this so practical and doable for us. Where do we find you?
That's so nice. My Instagram is Camilla J. Packer.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank
Cami.
you.